slide. This one is called Belshazzar's Feast. I'm hoping you can actually see this. Can anyone tell me what they can see happening here?
Writing on the wall.
Writing on the wall.
The shock and horror on people's faces, this mysterious hand does the writing.
Full sentence, thank you. Yes. So the shock and the horror on his face as he sees this mysterious hand doing this writing. So this painting was done by Rembrandt, and it is a painting clearly which is from Daniel. I think it's chapter 5, and it's the part whereby Belshazzar he's getting what's coming to him in that sense. And the idea of it is that in that time in Amsterdam, churches were quite plain, so churches didn't really have paintings or idols, well, not idols, sorry, church statues or paintings of sort. But in their homes, in their people's homes, they would have paintings. Sometimes it would be religious paintings. And so these paintings were meant to evoke an understanding and get a message across to the people. This one is actually telling them, if you are a wicked person, know for sure that God sees what's going on. And God will number it and he will bring you to account for it. So when you see this particular artwork, is bringing forth this message of you always being watched by God. So live your life correct. The next piece of artwork is called The Blind Beggar. I quite like this one. I think it's quite interesting as well. So could you please tell me, what do you see and what do you think is being said from this piece of work?
It's like love, like
okay, looks like the child loves their granddad. Anyone else? Space on that. Okay, great. Yes, you can see that the light is clearly on his face as well. And so this one is called The Blind Beggar by Josephus Laurentius Dickmans, and this was done in the 19th century. Now, what makes this painting quite interesting is that if you look at it carefully, he's a beggar and he's blind. And the young lady there as well, she's also a beggar. You see her hand is out, she's putting her hand up to beg. But the interesting thing is that they are not dirty. They're clean. On top of that, his head is leaned back against the church wall, and there's light shining on him. And this is the reason why the painter decided to depict it this way. It's because in those days, you were encouraged, the middle class people were encouraged to give to the poor. But it would be the poor who were deserving, not the poor who were classed as undeserving. Meaning this, if somebody was maybe someone who was always drunk and was a thief and they were poor, they wouldn't get charity. And so this is saying, do good to those who deserve the good who are poor, but as for those who are not, don't give it to them because they need to change their life in that sense. So you see, this painting says something. So the next slide, please, is the video is going to play. You can please listen to it. It's going to pretty much say what I've just said, but summarize it in a much nicer and better and simpler way. And then we'll go on to the next part. Oh, it's not playing. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Okay, so no. Okay, yeah. So what that video was going to say was that when people want to bring across ideas, what they do is that they convey it in some way. So what an artist does is that they want to convey their message in some way and put it on a canvas or some form of design. But the beautiful thing about art is that it doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter where you're from. You all come to some form of understanding by looking at what is being said through the piece of art. So art is something that transcends languages in that sense. And so it's important that we see that there is a message concerning the art that we see, and in fact also concerning the sculptures and the architecture that we see as we go around places. So we're going to play a quick game, and this is a word association type game. The whole point is this: you're going to see pictures, and you have to try and make up a word from the pictures that you see. So let's go, please. First slide will be this. What word can you see based on the use of that? Fantastic. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Fantastic. Okay, great. Fantastic. Okay, let's go. Next one, please. What word can you see based on the pictures here? Busy. Let's see. Busy indeed. And the next one, please. Oh, wow. Okay, okay, okay. Dinner time. Excellent. And the next one, please. Let's see if that's the case. It's a butterfly. Okay, great. So it's a butterfly. Okay, the next one is this. So what we have to understand is, oh wait, there's one more. Oh wow, that's good. Well done. Honeymoon. Excellent. So I think this is the last one. So what I've just been saying concerning artwork and how art is whereby an artist does some form of work on a canvas. No, that slide is fine, that's correct. Some work on a canvas, they want to convey across an idea of some sort for you to understand a message. And based on those pictures that we saw, we could make up a word based on just those pictures that were there. God has his own canvas that he spreads out for us to see and to hear from him every day. And the sun, the moon, and the stars, all creation are God's canvas, because what he's actually saying is this: I am God, I exist, and I've created all things. And the question is this though: God is speaking to us in such a way through creation, but do we hear what he's saying as we should hear it? And so God puts all of these things up, and we are in a life whereby, we're quite busy now. We're busy, aren't we? We wake up busy thinking about things that we're going to do. But when we see the sun, when we see the moon, we see the stars, we see the clouds and everything, that's actually God saying, I exist and I've created everything. Finally. And that's what we're going to be finding out later on about today as well. So please do know that God loves you, and he's made a way whereby he wants you to see him and to find him as well. I will hand over to the worship team. I believe we're going to be taking up the offering at this time as well. So
We'll play just while the offering